Hi, we are back, and here is the next team, which is Recul AI, and I'm inviting the team to the stage. Just a second. Yeah. Hi. Can you please tell us, do you also see the stream right now on Twitch? Because we hear a little bit like echo.
Yeah, I let me try my headphones.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, well, now we'll have an interview and we'll be extremely happy to know a little bit more about your team. Yeah, and what you're doing on this hackathon. What is your project idea? So we'll have just a warm talk to know a little bit more about you. Yes, so let's start with your team. Tell us about the name. Why did you choose this name? And what is your background? And also, do you have a solo team or you also have some team members? I know it's a lot of questions to the start, but try to answer to all of them.
The name comes from the idea I wanted to create a tool for recruitment personnel. Um, in the recruitment process, there is some bottleneck in the process where the recruiter have to transcribe the interview, make summaries, fill forms, and that is time consuming. And the solution I am developing is to try to use AI to make those tasks and speed up the recruitment process so the recruiter can focus in interviewing and sourcing candidates. Um, so that's where the name comes, Reclu AI for recruitment. Um, I am a solo team, and my background is a software engineer. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you so much. Could you tell please more about your idea? How did you came?
What's the idea, I
No,
guess? So,
just like
yeah,
I mean, how did you come up with it, and how's the process going on? So, yes.
Okay. The idea comes from seeing a recruiter every day. I live with my girlfriend, and my girlfriend is a IT and design personal recruiter. And every day she is spending too much time. Also, her team is spending too much time in those tasks. And I was thinking a way to help her and her team in this particular issue. And yeah, that's where the idea come from. Um, so and the second question was,
how the
sorry.
process is going? Like, what is the stage?
Yeah, the process. Uh, yeah, I was able to get the summary from Cohere. So I am right now passing interviews to the AI and receiving part of the information I needed to to give the recruiter. So we're going good.
That's very great because you chose like the problem that you faced every day, so you see the real problem here, and now you are faced to the challenge to solve it.
Yeah.
And what was the main challenge for you, or maybe what is the main challenge for you right now? What is the difficulty you faced already?
I think that not having previous experience with AI is the main obstacle I am trying to overcome. But in any case, this is a really great opportunity to learn AI and push myself. So I am enjoying this this obstacle. Yeah.
Great, thank you so much. And I also have a question. Could you tell please where you're from? And is it your first AI hackathon, or maybe you have some experiences with hackathons?
Yeah, sure. I am from Venezuela,
So,
and this is my first AI hackathon. I have been in other events, but this is my first AI. experience. Yeah.
Great.
How do you like it so far? Like working with AI as technology on the hackathon that you didn't have experience with, how it was for you?
Well, I think it's really great because I have been trying to use AI for a while. I didn't know where to start, and I see this like an opportunity to enter in the field and start
Yeah.
uh, getting my feet wet in all this. And I think I can span the the type of solution I can give as a software engineer with AI. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
great.
I really enjoy it. Yeah.
Cool. I'm very happy to hear it actually because like we work in this hackathon, it's very cool to see some warm words, kind words from people who are working on the solutions. So it's very great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are waiting for for your submission.
Yeah, for sure. We're waiting for the submission, the page to see the results.
Mhm.
And maybe,
This
maybe,
is about the lovely part of hackathon to see the final submissions and it's like, wow,
Yeah.
40,
people are building.
48 hours, how is possible to create some project? So,
Yeah, it's very great that people are solving really important problems. So every somebody is facing it every day, and they have no idea how to fix it. And like the group of developers in 48 hours build a solution to like help somebody to live their life better. That's very great.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's maybe talk about AI a little bit. Like, what
mhm.
is the yeah? Maybe you want to ask.
Yeah, what is your most inspiration with AI? Mm,
Yeah, why do
what,
you
yeah,
decide to
yeah.
join AI hackathon?
What
Yeah.
excited you?
Well, I don't want to work in something interest that really impact real world problems. Sometimes as a software developer, we face like I want a web page or something simple or just doing tables or some views or something like that. But I think with AI, I can give real world problems solutions, and that's really interesting for me, and that's what I want to do. So yeah, I'm here for that. Yeah, that's what inspired me.
That's very great. Very happy to hear you. Okay, so do you have some more questions? Yeah.
No, I think
No, you
it.
don't?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you, of course, want to develop more your AI experience, your AI um, opportunity, we can invite you as an expert, and you can will have an opportunity to write for us some articles.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So if you really like AI, so I will contact you in this in this
It's
case.
very cool,
Yeah.
actually.
Right.
Yeah, you will
Sounds
have
great.
opportunity to talk about AI to people who also just starting and have no idea how to start.
Yeah.
Can they? Yeah, so thank you so much for joining the community, first of all, and to being with us in this hackathon. Looking forward to see your submission. And yeah, have a great last this hours of working on your project.
Yeah. Thank you so
Cool.
much. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Hello, and we have next team. Hi, Ayat. Tell
Hi.
us a little bit more about yourself, just a few words. Where are you from, and what's your team name? And is it solo team or you have also team
Okay,
members?
as I see, you have
Okay,
team
my
members.
name is Ayat. I'm from Kazakhstan. Um, I'm from Team Series Analytics, and that's not all my team.
Cool.
So
We are
I
waiting.
suppose I can join.
Mhm.
No.
Hi, happy to see you. Can you please unmute yourself so we can see that you are here with us, and also turn on your camera, so it will be much more better on stream. People like to see people's face.
I know that we type in that you're in the car right now, but it's okay. You can turn on
Yeah,
camera
if you
as
still
well.
have internet. Okay, to don't waste our time for this for waiting, so we are looking forward to see your camera here. But still, yeah, let's talk a little bit about your team. What makes you join this hackathon? Why did you decided to join it?
Uh, I suppose I joined Rock Hackathon because I'm interested in AI and like doing projects with that. So that was one of the reasons.
Is it your first AI hackathon with us with Lab AI?
Yes.
It's great. Okay, it's great. Hopefully not the last, but that's great. It's your first. And let's start with project idea.
I have
Yeah.
one question.
Okay.
Can you please tell us how old are you? Because you look so young.
Yeah, if you don't want, you may not respond, but still.
Uh, I'm 14 years old.
Oh, okay.
Good.
That's very nice. Cool.
Yeah, let's start talk more about your idea. Can you please tell us your idea project? How did you came up with it? And maybe you have some difficult situation during your building
During process, maybe you'll
yes.
choosing the idea even. Like, what's
Ah,
what was the main idea?
the idea was like doing projects with AI, with neural networks, where artificial intelligence will recognize uh, is there any disease with if oh, looking for a picture of disease or something. Uh, Last summer I took like some course of artificial intelligence and computer science, so there I did projects like with the same idea, no, with a similar idea of this, so I enjoyed, so I want to try to do it again.
Okay, so what the idea basically? What was the concept? What are
Concept
you
was
building for
about
these hours?
malaria disease, so computer will like look for the picture and recognize is there malaria or not. So this was the main idea of projects, and we can like all we can like, do it great because our percentage was accuracy was like 85%.
It's very amazing that you're working on such like serious project, I'd say. But did you thought about applicability of this technology? Like who can be the users? How you can use this technology actually in the future after the hackathon?
Yes, I think that it can be used on like medical centers, most of medical centers, like yes, that's maybe
Yeah.
at my town or country.
Okay, so you're planning to talk to companies, right? To apply this idea
Yes.
project. That's great. That's great. You're so young and
Yeah.
start working with AI in this age. It's very amazing. Okay.
And how the process is going on? I mean, working with team, like how you delayed their
Yeah, divide the responsibilities. Yeah.
responsibilities. Yes.
Are you? Does everybody in your team is engineers? So you have just two people, right, in the team?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Alimjan is like from my school.
Okay. Cool.
Mhm.
And in both of you are engineers, and both of you are working mostly on development, right?
Yes.
That's great.
Okay.
Cool. And like to don't take your time from working on a project, I understand that work is super hard because you have like 48 hours is absolutely nothing maybe in yeah to work on the project, but still I believe that you can build amazing solution for this
Yeah,
time.
looking forward for a submission.
Yeah.
Is it actually your first AI hackathon? Is it your first experience?
Hackathon. Yes, it's first.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, my question was about AI. Like you're working with AI now, and what makes you excited about this technology? Like, why did you choose AI to work with?
Uh, like maybe because it was like it's a feature of our world, and uh, it will be very useful in the future. Also, like it's very interesting sphere for me. There are a lot of cool things that I can do that computer can do, and yes,
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We wish you all success in future, um, and of course, say in our hackathon.
Yeah. And yeah, first of all, very happy to have you in the community. Very happy that now you'll have the community so you can find people who can help with your project or you can be helpful for somebody here. And wish you success and looking forward for your submission. Thank you so much and
Thank you so much.
thanks.
thanks.
Okay.
Bye bye. 2, 1, live. Hello, once again. So we have the next team here. Happy to see you,
Hello.
and just you have a few minutes to tell about you. What is your name? What's your team name? And what are you working on?
Okay, so my name is Christian, and me and my team are working on a biomedical application that allows clinicians to be able to find in a quick and easy way diseases in biomedical images. Our application is general in the sense that it can be applied to a wide variety of medical images, from like slides of tissue to MRIs or CT scans and so on. The idea is to use transformers to basically find the regions of interest in these images in a much faster way than the clinician would be able to do without such methods. Obviously, the question is kind of presents itself because why would a clinician use such a thing if it can do the work on its own? And the answer is that actually these kind of images are actually quite large. For example, the usual size of a biomedical image is around 40,000 pixels by 40,000. So he has to scroll around it quite a lot. So the idea is to speed up the process of finding diseased areas, also to ease the stress on the clinician. As many studies have also shown that basically most of the errors are due to eye strain that is experienced by the clinician during his work. So this is basically the gist of the project.
Okay. Can I ask about the applicability of this technology? Did you thought who can be your main customers, and how can you like develop, and with whom actually you can develop this project in the future? Like who will be interested in this technology?
Okay, so the main customer will be hospitals and clinical centers
Дали пробукала.
would be able
Это
to
абсолютно.
integrate this technology directly on the computers that scan these images, because these are essentially byproducts of machinery that creates these images from like an MRI machine or from these biomedical images. These are passed on a microscope, for example, or are just present in electronical format and then go to the computer. And basically, it means just to integrate another component in between the machine and the computer, which would aid, if the clinician wants to, in its work in finding the way to search for diseased areas in the image. So the main customers would be all hospitals would have such machinery, which now is basically everywhere, are basically everywhere. And so there are quite a few potential customers, possibly also integrating the technology on the side of the machine. If providers of such equipment would want to collaborate, for example.
Thank you so much.
That's great. Okay.
And I also have a question because we started already from your project, but we didn't ask you about your background. Where are you from? Could you tell, please, more about yourself?
Yeah, maybe I forgot actually, because have you asked it already? I don't
No, we
remember,
didn't.
but
That's why we just started
okay.
talking about the project.
So I am from my background a computer engineer. I'm a bachelor, and I just finished my master in data science. It was quite experimental since it was the first year that it was proposed in my university, but we managed to do quite a bit of stuff, from data science to some early theory on AI, let's say.
Is it your
So
first
that's kind of
online
my
AI
background.
hackathon, or just like not online, maybe offline?
I missed a bit of the audio. Did you ask if I
Yeah, I asked,
participated in
is
other
it your
hackathons?
first experience with AI hackathon?
Oh no, I did another one for Hugging Face with another couple of colleagues.
Good. And
Also
how do
some
you like
projects.
our hackathon?
Hmm?
How do you like our hackathon?
Yeah, it's quite good. It's actually similar because you have to propose the idea, to pitch the idea to teammates, find people to work on your stuff,
Yes, this is a.
with all the issues that can come up with it.
Mhm.
Probably the last question, just don't take your time from coding because I'm sure you have a lot of work on the project in this 48 hours. I want to ask you about AI because you chose here the AI hackathon to build with AI tech, which is not usually super simple to build with. And why AI and what like impressed and what inspired you the most about this technology?
Well, AI is like the new field where if you want to try out a new technology to find new ways to solve problems that maybe before weren't actually solvable, you can only do it with new technologies because everybody starts fresh. Like there is no predefined rule, but that also means that basically you just have to try stuff and possibly find a way to solve problems. So it's not it's exciting for sure because there are no predefined paths, as I was saying, but it allows also for real new innovation. Like you could find possible breakthroughs in many different areas of the various industry. Like you could use AI for self-driving cars, for example, transformers to detect and find objects in a driving scene, as well as using them to find regions of interest in an image. The applicability of a single model is very large. Like you could do the same stuff in many different fields.
Yeah, thanks. I actually very like this idea that you just mentioned that big problems we need to solve with new technologies, like new problems, new technology. That's very interesting. Thank you for sharing it. I guess like food for
Thanks.
thoughts to people who thinks differently. Yeah, and
We're looking
some
forward for your submission.
yeah, we were looking
If
for
you will have
information.
some problems or some questions, just tag mentors or me, and we will help you.
Yeah, you have some time still, so we are looking forward for see the submission and the project, so we can just take a look, maybe try. So yeah, we'll be happy to see it. Thank you for being with us today.
Thanks. If you have any other question, is also fine. Like
Yeah,
no
yeah,
issue.
sure.
I'm waiting for the model to train. Actually.
Thank
Cool.
you so much.
Cool. See you then.
See you. Bye.
Okay. Bye. Thanks for the interview.
2, 1. Hello again. We have next team, which is human birds.
Yes.
Human birds.
Hummingbirds, yeah.
Have you heard?
Hummingbirds.
Huh?
Hummingbirds.
Hummingbirds, sorry.
No,
That's why you are here, just to correct us. Yeah, just tell us a little bit about your team and for sure your names, where are you based, and then I will ask you about background, but still, let's start from team.
Sure, yeah. So our team's called Hummingbirds. I just randomly picked that name. There's no real reason. I'm Sasha, and this is my brother.
Hello, I'm Rahel.
Hello.
Are you in one room or?
No, we're not.
No.
We're not.
I see the same
Oh, yeah,
like
that's true.
yellow wall behind you. So.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
I
yeah,
didn't even
that's true.
realize. Yeah. No, we're not. We're not in the same room. Yeah, so we're based in Ottawa, Canada.
Wow.
And so my brother just mentioned that I think we're one of the only Canadian teams or something like that, at least on the Twitch channel. So I'm not sure. Yeah. So yeah, that's about us, I guess.
Cool. And the second question that I already announced is about your background. Are you both engineers or somebody like more business person, somebody the engineer?
Yeah, so I just graduated in software engineering, and I'm looking to get a job in data science or something machine learning related.
Yeah, and I've been working as sort of a applied AI researcher for the past few years, and I'm sort of looking to make a little bit of a switch into data science as well. Yeah, so I guess we're both sort of engineers. No business sense here at all.
Okay. So you already have some experience with AI, right? It's not the first time you're working with this technology.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
What about hackathon? Is it your first experience?
For an AI
No.
hackathon, I've never done an AI hackathon.
Yeah.
But I've done a couple of regular software engineering hackathons.
Yeah, same. I think one of them was we did one together. It was sort of like a game
Yeah.
building hackathon, and then I did a health related one. I think you've done a different one as well.
Yeah, that was also a health related one.
Oh yeah, okay, just different health related ones.
Yeah.
Great. And is it your first time using LabLab.ai platform as well? As I
Yeah.
understood. Yeah, cool. And
Yeah.
how was this experience for you?
Oh, pretty good, I think. It's pretty straightforward.
That's cool. Yeah, let's talk about project because I'm really
Yeah.
you have more
Please
AI background.
share with us your idea and how did you came up with it?
Sorry, I think your mic might have cut out just then.
Yeah, the question
Oh,
was
there,
about
okay.
idea. What's
Okay,
your
yeah.
project idea? What are you working on?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
sure. Yeah. So our idea was sort of related to research, and we wanted to build a tool that would help researchers find ideas and knowledge based on research papers easier. So we wanted to build sort of like a semantic search tool for Arvix, which is like the open source paper repository, so that researchers can sort of search through it and build sort of like a knowledge graph where they can jump from concept to concept and figure out, oh, is this an area that I should like look into when I'm doing research? So usually one of the ways researchers do research is they read a paper and they look at sort of the related papers section or the references. So this way, what we are trying to do is to like not have them have the need to do that, so that they can find other papers in a different way, and hopefully this will also allow you to come to concepts that are not in your field, but are in other fields, but maybe applicable in your field. And you just, because you're only looking in your certain area, you're not able to see them. So that was sort of the high level idea. I think Rahul will maybe give a little bit of sort of how we've gone about doing that.
Yeah, so yeah, we were just using transformers to basically map the papers. So we were able to get the abstracts from Arvix from a lot of papers, and we just use transformers to map it to like an n-dimensional vector. And then in order to plot it on some chart, we just map that further into 2D and plot it. And so the user can then also type some sort of query, which is also mapped onto that chart. And they can see where their query lies on that 2D chart and see which cluster it belongs in and which how close it is to the other papers. Yeah, the other thing was we were trying to use BERT language models so that we would have access to the activation layer so that we could see what words are being looked at more importantly than other words. And we wanted to do that because we wanted to see what words belong to which cluster. But so we had to use Cohere's language models, and we couldn't access those layers. So instead, we just did like a frequency analysis of words, and so whenever we look at a cluster, we just see what words of what frequency are in that cluster, just to give an idea of what that cluster means. Yeah.
Yeah. We can show a little demo of what we have so far if you guys want.
Just, yeah, just in case you want. So hope you know how to share the screen, right? The screen.
Yes, I think so. Share screen.
I'll make sure that it's visible.
Okay. Just have to, all right. Do that. And here we go. Okay. Can you see it?
Yes, yes, we see it on the stream also. Cool.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so this is sort of the demo that it's still a bit of a work in progress, but so over here on the top you can see actually the query over here. So right now we just put in like a physics particular query, and then this is our map of all the papers. So you can see that these papers here, these are all in orange, they're mathematics, and then all the ones in blue, these are astrophysics. And you can see that our query here has fallen sort of very close to the astrophysics, but it's also kind of close to the mathematics. And then this is sort of this large cluster that we have. So we can actually sort of change the slider, and then it starts clustering things in a smaller way. So then ideally, we haven't finished this part yet, but now soon when you put your mouse over the cluster, you should get all the words that that cluster is sort of talking about. So that way you'll be able to see, okay, all these papers sort of have this similar idea, or you can go here and look at that as well. And then you still have that idea of like, oh, your query is right here, so you look at things that are in this area. Yeah, so that's sort of the little demo that we have at the moment.
So if I understood correctly, it helps to understand the context of a research paper, and then just to see which papers are related to yours, so you can use them.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Did you thought about how it can be applicable then after the hackathon? Do you want to develop it and like work with universities, or?
Yeah, we were thinking like it could be cool because Arvix actually themselves have sort of, if you want to build something commercial, you can talk to them and actually get more data and have access to the database and stuff like that. So that could be an option if you want to supply that as some kind of paid thing for researchers to use. And maybe we can have like an open source version that, you know, you only have to look at 100 papers or something like that. I don't know. I'm not, yeah, that was sort of the thought maybe, because I think this is pretty useful. Yeah, so yeah, maybe universities, but also maybe with Arvix as well. Yeah.
I think so. That's very useful because even if I will work in some university project, it's really it saves time for searching for like related content. So yeah, it's even just for students, it can be useful, not only for researchers. So yeah, very cool idea.
Yeah.
Let's talk about AI.
Yeah,
this is my favorite part.
Yeah. Could you please tell us more about AI? More like what inspires you the most working with AI?
Yeah, sure. So I feel like AI is like an excellent tool to solve a lot of problems that we have right now, to replace a lot of things that people do that are sort of not manual, but yeah, sometimes manual tasks, which are also error prone by humans. So to replace that kind of thing, I feel like AI can make a lot of things more efficient, and just improve the lives of humanity, I think. And I do think that we have to use it a lot in concert with humans, so that there's always like us being in the loop, humans in the loop. I think that's really important. So that, you know, the AI doesn't do anything crazy. So yeah, I'm really excited for sort of that possibility to see like using AI and working with AI to build like a better humanity, I think. Rahel?
Yeah, for me, I think what really inspired me was the complexity of AI, like how it can do things that humans just can't do, like beat the best Go player at Go. So it's and nobody knows why or how. It just does it by training against itself, and I think that's sort of the next step for humanity. Like that's a very broad statement, but I think it's that's very interesting. I feel like that would be very powerful.
When you're talking, this is like the next step for humanity. Our founders would be very happy to hear it. I guess we can choose it as the next. You know, this we have a statement in the company that our co-founder is Matthias Asberg, who loves to tell it that in the future we'll have just two types of company: the one who use AI and the one who doesn't exist anymore. So yeah, that's so
Nice.
very cool. So
Thank you so much, really. And I also personally would like to invite you for our future blog, experts blog. So you will have an opportunity, of course, if you want, to write for us some articles or, for example, share your personal experiences.
working with
Oh, sure.
with AI.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be very interesting.
As you have even experience working with AI a lot, so
So yeah, maybe
it
you
will be
have
very
some
cool to have
interesting thing for
expert
sharing. Yeah, for
expert
sharing with us.
Yeah,
opinion.
sure. I'm not an expert, but yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
So guys, I will contact you in this case. Thank you so much.
Cool,
Yeah, don't
and we
worry.
wish you a lot of success with your submission. Looking forward to see it tomorrow. And yeah, just use this time for coding. We will not take it.
And
Thank you.
if you need any help, of course, you can tag me or mentors,
Yeah,
and
sure.
we will jump in your chat.
Okay, perfect. Will do.
Cool. Thank you for being
Okay.
with us. Bye bye.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye. Thank you.
Go.
Go. Hello, guys. We are live, and here is our next team. So tell us, please, your team name, and we'll talk a little bit about your work on this project.
Okay. Our team name is Emoji On, and what we gonna be focusing on is on the emotions that every text hides. And once we have those emotions, uh, all the emotions that can be presented in a text, we are going to be creating models, new models, AI models based on those emotions that text hides. We were discussing right now two different ideas uh, based on those emotions, and well, I think just let me ask the guys, which one are we going to present to them?
I like the first one, to be honest. I feel like
I
we can do it on time and we can finish the prototype fast
the
and
stock
it's
trade
effective.
market.
Yeah.
Okay, and you, Pierre, which one? So sorry, man, but we couldn't hear your idea.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I was more towards the second one, but so
Okay,
we
yeah,
are
it's
we are odd number of members, so we will not draw.
okay.
But we can vote live.
And you, Lo, which one do you prefer?
Yeah, I also think that the first one would be like maybe easier to present in a short time to get ready to get the prototype ready and stuff.
Okay, I like the second one more because it's more dreamer. And
I mean, the second one is very interesting
Yeah.
and it can be applied to like a lot of situations, not just like like the big scene.
okay,
Um,
okay, we are
I
two
mean,
on two
it's
right
up
now.
to you, team leader. It's up to you. You can make the
Yeah.
final call.
Could you tell guys more about
Okay,
yourself, about your background, where are you
okay, so
from?
we have
Yeah.
to. Okay, we have two ideas. The first one is uh, to make an application that you choose people on Twitter, and based on their tweets and on the emotions received by all the comments on tweets, and based on all the tweets, to see if there is a correlation between those people on Twitter and their tweets and the stock market trade, the stock trade market. So if we can find a correlation, we can take advantage and make some new models where those parameters can be customized and choose the people and see if there is any correlation once people like, for example, if Warren Buffett make a tweet, how that can affect Nike or how that can affect, I don't know, Adidas or any market, any trademark. So that's
So
our first idea, to
let
find
me
the
just
correlation.
clarify. Does it mean that you will use tweets to to predict the changes in the market?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. That's actually a very huge,
Yeah.
yeah, huge project and great idea in terms of the size of the impact it can bring. So, yeah. Okay. And what is the second one?
48
Uh,
hours.
Yeah. 48 hours for implemented. Are you sure you will be on time?
yeah, I mean, we know it's really hard, uh, but the second one is harder to achieve.
Even harder.
So
Okay, we are interested to hear it.
okay, the second one is called Hollyway. It's Holly like Hollywood, but with AI at the end. And we will have four stakeholders in that, or main people that will interact. The first one is a director, a movie director. that will be creating scripts and putting by every scene. He will gonna be putting the emotions that he will be defining everything. How many actors he want, the scenario, and the music, and he will be putting the scripts. But those scripts will have different levels of emotions. I want this having 80% of sadness, 10% of sarcasm. I don't know, emotions. And in the other hand, the actors, like uh, every actor will be uploading videos and putting in those videos like the emotions he wants to transmit, and putting, okay, in this video I wanted to transmit 50% of sadness, and 20% of sarcasm, and maybe 30% of joyness. I don't know. So there's gonna be two other people creating music and people creating scenarios, just images of the scenarios, and they will transmit. Okay, this scenario is 50% sadness, 30% uh, fearness, and 10%, I don't know, whatever, terror, and things like that. So at the end, based of based on a scene of a script from the director, the AI will have to choose. Uh, will be creating different scenes, videos, like whole videos, trying to achieve that scenes that the director wanted to be creating. So at the end, it is like, okay, the director say, hey, you AI model, create me the scenes, this scene from this movie that I'm creating. And the AI will be creating the whole scene using different videos and from the actors and all the model. So the model will be trained with all the actors' videos, the scenarios created by the audiovisual people, the music created by other people. So at the end, the model will be creating different scenes for the director, and the director say, "Hey, I like this one." So we will be taking those as the accepted uh, scenes by the director. So we're going to be training. And at the end, we were discussing that maybe this idea can be really good for commercials, for marketing, I don't know, agencies and things like that. So those are our two ideas.
Yeah, the second one really seems super like complicated. It's you need big team, you need maybe work more on. But still, if you like this idea more, you may create main concept and the strategy, like the whole logic of the project. But still, you may continue working if you want on this idea and to make it really commercial to launch after the hackathon. But still, I guess you will need more time to work on this. The 48 hours definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe for the hackathon, what we
It's
can do is. Oh, sorry.
mine. I think it probably can be a bit easier, but I'm not sure. Uh, and maybe can also go towards the main goal of the group that try to take the sentiment out of the data. And idea was more like when you do a survey and you have statistics, so you ask someone, let's say the job, the age, so you have all the profile, and then you ask some questions, and you have all that data in numbers, and the model can give some context to that data and write like an article for itself. So we can do a report in text just based on that analysis, and also take some um, like the approach. So with the numbers, you can already write, okay, this profile of people are more towards this kind of idea or do this like whatever the survey is. So that was a bit the idea. I like the ones that you said better, but yeah, it can be a bit tricky to do it for tomorrow. We can do the business model and all that, but the product itself can be a bit tricky. But
Why not to continue
I'm
working
up
on
for
this
it.
project after the hackathon?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so don't take your time from coding, as we also will have a next team, so we'll not like spend a lot of time on for now because they're still waiting. I want to ask the final but very important question, and I hope everybody from you can answer for it. So, what really inspires you about AI, and what makes you excited about this technology?
Hi. So I think transformers are quite a neural network, and one thing that makes me passionate about it is like I see more people who are not related to IT or to exact sciences getting more involved in stuff related to artificial intelligence, for example, with GPT-3 and DALI. As like, people are engaging more with these technologies and with AI, and I think the same way people can be be more creative, like by generating images or text without hey, without knowing the graphic design or whatsoever. So those are two things that I really like about AI. All that it makes people from other areas to get more interested in IT or in machine learning and whatever, and also it provides us with tools to do creative stuff. I don't know if I'm if I'm being clear. Uh, that's a thing for me. I'm doing a master's degree in data science and AI, so I love seeing people from other like friends of mine who are, I don't know, musicians or from humanities, human science, getting interested in stuff that I closer to what I do.
Great, thank you. Thank you for
Thank you so
answering.
That's my.
Maybe,
Um,
yeah, maybe you want also to.
oh, in
That's
my
pretty
in my
much it.
case, yeah, in my case, is just about how we can
And I
facilitate
lost you.
people's life, because I mean, I think we people and humans, we lost like a lot of time doing things we don't like to do, just spending time on those things. So at the end, what I love from AI is that we as data scientists or people that we are in the IT world that are involved in that, we need to focus our energy and work to facilitate other people's life. Like like I don't know, maybe you are good at yoga and you just need to create. What if you just create some videos and an AI model learn from that and say, oh, okay, this is the best postures and things like that, and that that AI can be creating videos of you just doing your yoga and putting them into a place, and people like those videos and those positions, and you can be, I don't know, you can be spending more time with your kids, and the AI is working for you, and I don't know, just creating videos for Instagram. And so imagine how much time can you save of your life, and how much energy and time you can be putting into in doing other things in your life.
Yeah, yeah, that's correct. I agree with you completely. Yeah, that's
So
AI saves your time a lot.
yeah, so that's what I'm passionate, because we can create something that can help humankind.
Sorry, I lost connection or something. I'm back.
Yeah, that's my.
Okay. Does anybody else also want to share?
Um, we were talking about this like earlier. AI is like becoming a lot more known in like fields like medicine, and there was this project earlier this year that they were able to get it successful in like predicting the protein folding of different protein structures. Uh, and that was like a very difficult topic before, because I was telling them that in biology, when you want to like analyze a protein structure, you had to crystallize it and then like take it, like analyze it with x-rays and stuff like that, but sometimes that could damage the protein structure itself. But they were able to make an AI that would predict how the protein would fold, and that's like very important, and like it got like a crazy high like prediction, like 98% correct. And I'm like seeing more and more use of AI in medicine and in like the like biology fields, which is usually very it's a very practical field. And you're seeing more like implementation of AI, like in predicting like how what are the chances of someone is sick with, let's say, COVID, or what if someone has like this specific cancer. And I've seen like those implementations are helping like doctors a lot, because there is a like kind of like a nurse and doctor shortage. So if you can cut the time with a patient and figure out what they need to be diagnosed, that would be like helping immensely, and would actually cut a lot of costs out from like the patient's insurance. They don't have to pay like a lot of money just to get diagnosed with something, you know. And I just love that. Like I want to be a part of it. Like I'm very new. I have no clue on like how to like um even get started, but I'm like so excited about it. Like I just want like to get started like learning more. And yeah, like I just want to like maybe get inspired like from this to like make something in like my own field, because I want to continue in biology and I want to implement AI in some way to help, you know? Yeah, sorry, I'm nervous.
Yeah, I think it's well, I'm in last, so I cannot add. I think they already said almost everything, because I think it will really push forward, it's the next frontier that can improve our world in so many disciplines and categories. So we can resolve like really complex problems in medicine and in nanotechnology, and also replace humans in boring jobs that like can free that people to do more uplifting stuff. Also in creativity, so I think it can also really help to get humans more creative and have space to really think beyond the world that we currently are right now. So I think it's still a bit of an unknown thing, like where can we go, but definitely can improve our world in the future. So yeah, I think we should be part of using AI for the best of it. So that's it. Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Thank
guys.
you so much.
Thank you for such detailed, I'd say, explanation of your opinion with how you're excited about AI. So, yeah, looking forward to see a submission really of your project, even if not a finished project, just a concept. To yeah, just everybody can take a look and what is possible to create this AI in such like short term.
And guys, my personal question to you, I just see how you expired about AI, and I would like to invite you for our future blog, like an expert. Maybe you will. You wanted to share with us some your personal work experience and also maybe some experts article tutorials. So yeah, I will back to you with all details. Of course, if you want, I would love to um, share with you and invite share with you more details and invite you to our blog.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, bye, and wish you success with your work on your project.
Thank you so much.
Who's Sulman? Is a new
Yeah,
team member?
it's from other team. Yeah, he just
It's
like
another
Oh,
team
okay,
who's
okay.
waiting for the
yes, yes,
interview. Yeah.
yes.
Hello, guys. Here is our last team for today. Guys, can you tell us the name of your team, your names for people who are watching us, and just let's start about your project.
Yeah, our team's name is Angelic, and my name is Milan. I'm computer science student, and this next to me is John. He's my friend from university, and yeah, we are here to help some people explore some AI and learn something for ourselves.
Yeah, I would like
Our
to mention. I would like to mention because Milan didn't say it. Our name isn't Angelic; it's Angelica. It's in Serbian actually because we are from Serbia. And yeah, we are really passionate about AI, and we actually came here to learn as much as possible while we are young. And our motto of our team is like, let's hide our beginner's path in programming with a big smile. So yeah,
Is
we
it?
had like three ideas, but we presented two. Milan could say more about that.
Yeah, probably.
uh,
Let's not focus more on the ideas right now because it will just a long story if we like discuss all of them. I want to start with asking about your background. What you're working on like on daily basis. What's your background? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the first question. So
Mhm.
don't ask you a lot.
Okay, Milan, go
y-
first. I will be the second one.
okay. Well, I'm front end slash Python slash trying to be backend developer, so web is my main domain. But ever since I discovered AI and machine learning, I've been trying to uh, get to that path. So my math is not really great, but it's getting better. And AI is a great way to push myself and just be better than I was yesterday. Uh, so yeah, I that's all I have to say basically. And John can now talk
Oh,
about
well,
himself.
I'm where we met like last year in our university because we have like the same classes in our programming classes. Yeah, so I'm IT student, and besides that, I'm attending musical school, and I'm actually a singer and um, let's say programmer. Yeah, I didn't like do much. I haven't had any projects before this one, and this is like my first project. I had ideas, but I didn't have enough knowledge to start doing anything. So even though now I don't have enough knowledge, but I'm trying to do my best. And yeah, motto is my idea. Yeah, we are covering our beginner's knowledge with a smile. That's basically it. I'm just trying to learn as much as possible, um, and that's it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, for me it is as well. I've attended some hackathons, but nothing like this. Yeah, it's great. It's great. I really enjoyed the whole process here, and you did an amazing job organizing this. So I'm really grateful for you to have us. Yeah, yeah, we have. Yeah, one day when I was coming to this university city, I don't live in the same city as I go to school. So at a bus station, a girl from Hungary approached me and asked me if I could uh, give her directions to her apartment, her Airbnb. So yesterday, when we were brainstorming ideas, I remember that and I came to idea that we should make like a AI chatbot, basically, that will help people who visit some foreign city or country even to like get basic directions, recommend some places to visit, or talk to natives. So ideally, he would have some commands like, "Hey bot, I'm currently in Paris. Can you recommend me some places to visit?" And with some GPT-3 bot, it'll give us like, you can visit Eiffel Tower, Louvre, and much more. So that was like the basic idea. But it can also give you directions like, hey bot, my Airbnb is at that address, but I don't know how to get there. And the bot would ideally give you like a bus numbers or tram numbers and give you like a basic directions to that place. It would be great if could like, hey bot, can you translate this sentence in French, for example, and then you give it the sentence and it gives you back a French response. So it would help you along the way and make your stay 10 times better.
Bot advisor or
Mhm.
so you're working mostly in
Yeah,
travel
yeah.
industry, right? So
Yeah, that's very useful, I can say. Yeah, because sometimes we have, I can see one thing on the picture, and the reality is really another
Yeah,
one
yeah,
is from the picture. Yeah, so yeah, I think that's useful.
yeah, thank you.
I just forgot what I wanted to ask while you was talking. So yeah, do you want to develop somehow this idea after the hackathon? Did you have this plan, like maybe kind of business model, like who will be your customers, how will you sell it, or did you have this idea also?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't ask money for this. I think it would be better to be like a subscription-based web platform that you get a subscription when you plan the traveling or something like that. A visit to France, for example. So then you could pay like a 5 or 10 USD and get the access to the app at that time. So it would be easy for everybody to use it, and yet it would be cheap. And yeah, that's all I could think about. But I'm not financial guide. I'm not anything like that. I am
I
programmer,
also have a question.
and
What is the
that's
most
it.
difficult issue? Or no,
No, it's
difficult
just a
like
challenge,
the
probably.
challenges. Yeah,
Yeah,
you have
you have faced
you have
during,
faced,
yes.
yeah, during your project.
Uh, just repeat the question, please.
Yeah,
I couldn't hear you the best.
maybe you had some challenges that you had already faced during the work on project, or maybe like creating the idea if you didn't start working
Yeah.
on the project. What was your main difficulties you faced?
Yeah, we are still in a design phase, so we are still working on a Figma design for that web app, and soon we should be starting the work. The biggest challenge I could think of is that brainstorming session when we just when just some ideas came to us or something like that. So that's all I could think right now.
Yeah, it was actually very like maybe the hardest part, but it was actually in my opinion, the funniest part because we were playing games and we were just talking. Okay, maybe we need this. Maybe we need this. This is useful. This is not useful. And it was like really funny experience. Like we were actually thinking about people like while laughing, while playing, while enjoying our lives through the Discord. Yeah, so it was really funny, but it was actually at the same time it's hard because we have to make that big decision. What are we going to do in our project? So yeah, but I think the hardest part is just going to come because the clock is ticking and we are we are not even close to the end. So yeah.
Completely, you have not so much time, but still, I hope to see your submission and yeah, just at least like a concept and maybe some structure and basic logic of the project, probably. But I believe that you were able to build this project till the end of the hackathon. I think it's
Yeah.
completely possible because we know what stuff we usually build, so it's quite doable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you will need some help with organization, some additional information, maybe some advice from our mentors, just tag me or mentors and we will jump in your chat.
Yeah, and I have my favorite question.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to ask.
No, you
If
can
you
ask.
want, okay. What inspires you about AI the most? Because here you are on AI hackathon in AI platform. We have AI tutorials and AI blogs, so everything here is AI, and we're just really interested. Why did you choose this hackathon? And like spend your weekends basically to work on some new technology. So what really inspires you in AI as a technology?
So can I say first?
Yeah.
Well, it was actually one story. I met him. We had like classes at the Monday, and I was talking to him. Like we, I heard because my friend from high school told me like there are rumors that there's going to be a AI hackathon in our town like in March. And when I heard that, I called him and literally told him, okay, we have to practice AI because we were talking about it like 1 week ago. And yeah, we were talking about how we want to actually improve ourselves that because we see the big future in AI and the potential is enormous. And I heard the people before us who are in at the stream, they're saying like their ideas, their vision of AI, usefulness of AI in medical, in medicine, in generally people's lives. And yeah, we were just talking about that, and I I was like I saw this hackathon and I was like we have to go there and try our best to like to learn as much as possible, and that's it. Yeah,
One of our team members was watching it, so we are up to date.
yeah, like we had like some issues with he had like issues with internet. He should came with us to this stream, but he
Yeah, we'll definitely take a look again if we need some help or anything. And I believe the mentors here are great, so help will be needed, and I believe great. So yeah,
Yeah, I
I
was
don't know
asking
what to
about
say. So
about what do you feel about AI as a technology? That's what I'm
oh
waiting
yeah,
for.
yeah. Well, AI. I mean, just the thought of computers thinking and having their own decisions is really fascinating. So any possibility for us to learn about it and how to make computers think like humans is really impressive. I believe AI will be useful in all industries, medical, uh, like industry, I don't know, politics and everything. So uh, why not be up to date with it?
I guess we have the second from second team this answer, like why not? I'm asking like what inspires you in AI. They say like why not? Why not to use it? Yeah. So
We wish you a success. And
you wanted to say something, John?
Yeah, I want to say like when I first started learning about programming, it was like all math, 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 and like algorithms, and yeah, AI is like maybe the biggest part of programming that like needs that. But in my opinion, AI is like the first part of programming which is the most similar to art actually, because you are so free to do anything literally, and there are no rules literally. You can, if you want to learn how to fly, you can do that with AI. So that rhymes. Okay, so I didn't want to do that, but that rhymes. So yeah, that was my explanation of AI.
yes.
I heard actually the first time about the comparison AI and art in the room. Okay, very beautiful. So we want to wish them success, right? Yes, we want.
We want to
Thanks.
wish you success and looking forward for your submission.
Tomorrow, yeah, and hope that you will build just a simple part of your project just for us to understand what is the main concept and how we can use it in the future.
Maybe I will extend the deadline of submission for a few hours, but no. But still, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you guys for joining us today. Thank you for joining the community of
Yeah,
AI
thank you for having us.
builders. Excuse me, I
Yeah,
interrupted.
thank you for having us.
Yeah,
Thank
cool.
you so much.
We're
So
so glad
have a
that
great
you
working
actually
project.
called us. We are glad that you called us in here, and we had excellent experience.
Thank you.
Sure. Sure, guys. So see you. See you later.
See you.
Yeah, see
Bye.
you.